Collecting is more than just owning things. It's about passion, nostalgia, and the thrill of discovery. In this interview, I sit down with Max and Janie to talk about their journey into collecting, their most cherished pieces, and what sets digital collectibles apart. We also dive into the thoughts on VeVe, strategies for collecting, and the future of the space. So let's get into it. Max, Janie, great to have you here today on my channel. I'm excited about the conversation we will have. And I see you have a couple of collectibles in the background. So first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're so honored and excited to be here with you and just get to chat and connect.
Definitely. It will be a fun conversation, I guess. So regarding the collectibles in your guys' background, have you been a collector or did you guys both collect like your whole life, or is it like a passion that got sparked through VeVe or some other moment or piece or whatever?
You can take it, baby.
So I kind of have been a collector my whole life without even knowing it. It's just different phases of my life spur different collector, like a different collector phase for me. I used to collect shoes. I used to collect Beanie Babies. I used to collect
Baseball cards,
football cards, just random things here and there. And so collecting's always been a part of my life. So Janie is actually a new collector because of VeVe. So
yeah, as when I got into VeVe, Max told me about it. I was still really confused, and just like yourself, I was like, "Ooh, this is a way to make money and like sell these collectibles." And it very quickly became like a real love and a passion for me. And I rarely sell any of my collectibles now.
Okay, so really hooked.
Yes. Really hooked. I do love the Tokidokis. I have a few, so I do collect those. I also have a few Peach Momoko comic book covers. I love her. She's my favorite comic book artist.
Janie unboxed this one at Comic-Con. This is a Stormy, Captain Stormy.
Yeah, that was really cool. Really cool.
Tell me the story behind that piece.
So this is the chaser. So no, actually, was this the chaser? Yeah, it was a chaser. Yeah.
Comic-Con.
So I bought a box. So if you buy a box, I think 9 come in it.
12, no? 12?
Is it 9 or 12?
I think it's 12.
I think it's between 9 and 12.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I bought one box, but something told me, get a few more individual small boxes. So I bought the big box of the whole collection, and I bought 2 small boxes. So then Max and I walked out of Tokidoki, and I think you were recording at the time. And I just pulled a box out of the bag, the first box that I ever opened. Yeah. And actually, so this one is the chaser of the collection, but it came with a little VeVe promo code.
Ah, yeah, okay.
To get the digital version of this one. So I just pulled one box out, and it was the first one that I opened, and it was him.
Okay,
and we
that's really cool.
And Jan, I just happened to be recording her in front of Tokidoki while she was doing it. We never thought she was going to pull this one out.
No.
Because let me tell you, it was crazy that Comic-Con, because people, VeVe fan, were buying those big boxes of 12, coming to the booth and giving a box to everybody so we could all open it together.
And we were doing like an unboxing together.
And one out of every 25 to 30 would be this one, maybe. And that's if you're lucky, So for Janie to just pull one random box out and it be the one that we were all looking for, it's like Willy Wonka, like the golden ticket.
Yeah, I got it. Such a cool memory and cool story then behind. Huh? I mean, you will always remember that. Was it New York Comic-Con? Yeah, last year.
San Diego.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was San Diego. Yeah, and there was a few people that bought the big boxes. I felt so bad. I really did. They bought like 3 of the big boxes, opened all of them,
and didn't get one.
Yeah, okay.
So I have the full physical collection of this series.
And How many are there?
I want to say it's 9. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9. It's 9 in a box, baby.
Okay.
I got you.
So I have the full set, of the physical. Actually, I'm lying to you. I'm missing one. And you saw what happened before you clicked record, that Max banged into this and some things fell.
Yeah.
One of my Pokidokis fell and my dog tore it apart. And I was like, babe, how did you let this happen? This is my collection.
At least it wasn't this one.
At least, if it would have been this one, I would have been so heartbroken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. So I would like to talk more about the physical collection in your background. But first, who is now the bigger collector of both of you?
Her, for sure.
Okay.
Me, 1000%. It's very, very difficult. And it's so funny. We just came from MegaCon in February. And I told Max, babe, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm just going to go and enjoy the con.
Nothing.
I walked away with like Peach Momoko comic book covers, other comic books like Disney comic books from Zootopia. But you know what? I'm really trying to like slow down on my physical collecting. I'm trying.
And does it work?
It's a lot. It's a lot though. Like we don't have enough wall space.
Yeah. So your home is packed with physical collectibles and
It's
obviously,
It's starting to be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of nice. It's really personal, then, right?
That's true. I tell Max, like, one of my more expensive where's my little guy? That one? Yeah, careful with him. Careful. Is this one. Yeah. And I also have like a NFT, but this is Mumba and Amuju World. Just two artists that I really, really love. Mumba, I've talked to her a few times and she's amazing. But every time I see him, he makes me so happy. So I'm like, I love my collection. It brings me a lot of joy, and also it's not even always like the physical collection, right? Like behind it is a memory. Like, so we have a memory of this, and like pretty much of all our collectibles we have a memory of. And I think it's beautiful to see them, and every time that memory comes back, and then also you're just happy to see something that you love and enjoy so much.
And you know what's beautiful, Jan? Most of these, for the most part, have been a gift to us.
Oh,
most of them. The only one that Janie has bought is this one, the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh no, the Labracorn, she bought it, but Frank signed it for us, so that's a gift, you know?
Yeah.
So
I saw a clip on X earlier. He signed it on the butt, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you want to see it?
Show it to us.
Yeah, the Owen Kozik is the butt.
So actually, this is like one of my favorite collectibles. This used to be my favorite collectible on VeVe, and it's still really high up there, but he does sign the butt.
Yeah.
On all of them, which is so funny. On the little butthole.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's so cool. Really, really cool. So would that be one of your favorite pieces because of like the story behind? Or what would you say, which is like the second most favorite one? Or like a really, really cool, awesome story behind a piece you would like to tell, or you both like to tell?
So I'll let you tell one maybe if you want. This is my second favorite for sure.
Okay.
We got to meet him and talk to him before he passed away, but this one is my favorite. So it's kind of like two combined. So Magic made these cards of Still in memory of Still, and I have that card in case, but Still actually gifted us this.
Yeah.
So that's why I have it together, and it will always be front and center in our background. So this one is my favorite because of the significance behind it.
Yeah, it's such a nice memory on him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's always there with us. So and in any video that we make, he's there. He's like our angel. So yeah, I love that. Do you have a favorite, Max?
I don't know that I have a favorite. I like a whole bunch of stuff, so it's hard for me to just pick one or the other. I pretty much like anything that's Woody related that anybody's ever given me.
Wait, I'll grab this one.
Yeah.
You love this one.
Yeah, but it's hard to take out. She's gonna take it out.
Okay. Yeah. Then I will let my dog out.
Yeah. So Toy Story 2 is my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies. And this here was given to me by Yostef.
Yeah.
And I appreciate Yostef so much. It's Woody from Woody's Roundup. On Toy Story 2, that's the show that he used to be in. That got him.
That's cool. That looks cool. Okay, I'll open it.
So he was in black and white, and look.
Okay, nice.
So cool.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing for her to like think of him and gift him that. So.
Yeah. And I'm pretty up to date on like the things that come out in Disney and like especially if it's Toy Story related, but I had never seen that in my life until she presented it to me in person. I was like, oh my God, I know exactly what that is. That's from Woody's Roundup. She's like, yeah, I know you know. And so yeah, it was beautiful, and I'm so grateful for Steph.
That's probably your favorite piece,
probably.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Nice, really, really nice. And it was a gift from her, or? Oh, okay, cool. I mean, that's another sign why I think like the VeVe community is so special. I mean, so many people with like different characters and different perspectives and all that, but like we like align through the through like the fandom and the same passion, right?
Yeah.
Because
sorry.
No worries.
I think also it started with the fandom, and then it continued with the love and the passion of the fandom, and then it's been like 4 years now that we've connected as like friends and human to human. Like we've had interactions with each other, like laughs, fun, even cries sometimes when the community has gone through a hard time. I think that's what makes our community, we say community, but really they're like a family to me. I love so many people, and it's just so beautiful. So I completely agree with you. It's super special, super special.
Till now, I just connected with the German VeVe fam in person, but this year I will definitely go to one of the international events. Hopefully, or probably, it will be the New York Comic Con, and then it will also be like the first con I will ever attend. So I'm kind of excited about that and meeting all of the fam in person. So,
is that where you're from, Germany?
Yeah.
Okay, who did you connect with? Did you connect with like Felix and Colt and all them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice,
exactly,
nice. Those are my people. German VeVe fam, that's my people.
Yeah.
I met them.
Shout out to the German fam.
Shout out to the German fam. Shout out Felix. Shout out to who else is there? I think we sent. I forgot how you say his name. You sent that guy. Shout out to. Yeah.
We have Captain VeVe. Obviously, Dr. Prophet is from Germany but lives in Portugal, but I haven't met him, so he was not at the German events. That's for sure. And then we have, I don't know who was there, Don Juan Solo. Fadi, exactly, Fadi. Yeah.
And I really appreciate the German family because they really took care of you and like had your back when you were in France. So like, big shout out to them. Yeah. Amazing people.
I love y'all. Love you guys.
So fun. So I'm so excited for you to come to New York because it is a huge event. Like you have to like prepare. You have to get good shoes. You have to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. And just prepare. You're not going to sleep. So just be ready.
I guess I have to prepare my girlfriend even more because we are planning on doing like a little New York trip before, and then I have the weekend for the con. So that's like the deal we have here.
Oh, that's good. You should bring her too, though.
Yeah, I will definitely
if she wants to, because it is overwhelming.
Yeah, because she doesn't quite get my excitement for like VeVe and the whole collecting space. She's really supportive, even with the new channel I've started and that. But I want to show her what it's about and what excites me about this whole thing. And I think a Comic-Con like this would paint a really good picture for her.
Yeah, for sure. And I would love to meet her too. Like, I love meeting all the partners because I was once there too, where I would look at Max like, what is this? I mean, I'm always very supportive of Max and like the things that he loves and he's passionate about. But I do love meeting partners of community members because it makes it easier, like for them to see like, okay, this isn't something like crazy. Like, okay, she looks kind of nice. Maybe this is fun or something, it would be nice to connect with her.
Yeah, we will definitely do that if we are there, but I guess we will make that. In terms of like the collecting scene, it's more a male-dominated world, right? Or am I wrong here?
Probably.
The collecting what? I'm sorry?
Scene.
The collecting scene?
Probably.
I think it depends on the IP. Right.
Okay.
So I do agree, like our space is very male dominant when it comes to like the digital world and the Web3. But I feel like it depends because let's say and not to say that males can't collect Disney stuff, but if you're Disney or like Tokidoki or Hello Kitty, again, not to say that males can't collect that because everybody has their own IP and fan base that they like, but I think it just depends.
That's a good answer. Yeah. That's a great answer. It really just depends to me on the IP too. I think Web3 in general is a male-dominated space right now. Yeah. But when you get to like collecting and stuff like this, I think it's heavily IP dependent. That's a great answer. Yeah.
Probably.
And why do you guys think that like the Web3 space and NFT space is so male-dominated at the moment? Because of the like crypto and financial aspect behind it, or what is your opinion?
Let you take this one first.
I honestly have no idea, because to me, finances should be like not gender specific. Finances are universal, so anybody can research and do all that. So when it trickles down to Web3 and like NFT stuff, that's a great question that I do not have. I don't know. That's a good one.
So I want to answer this question really, really carefully and very respectfully, because I'm going to answer this question solely based on my life experience, because I don't want it to sound like this is all that women do or all women are here for. But when we came into the space, our kiddo was a little bit younger. So I was very much involved in our kids' life, involved in going to work, and then also taking care of my home. Not all women have to do that. Not all women have to do that, right? But this is just my life. So I'm thinking like myself, maybe there are other women in similar situations or have similar lives, are involved with their children or their home and stuff like that, that maybe we just haven't had the time or the opportunity to really like dive in. Even now, when it still comes to like crypto, I'm still very much lost. Max kind of guides me with the things that he knows, and we lean on other people in the community who are really big into crypto. Magic and Dave just started their space, so like learning some stuff.
I've seen that.
So that's why I will say like I haven't been so deep into like the crypto financial space. That's what I kind of think. And also me personally, I never gave myself the chance to like kind of collect. When I was younger, I was busy being a mom and being a wife and taking care of things that like I take care of here at home. I didn't give myself the chance. That's why I love VeVe for so many reasons, but I think that's one of the bigger reasons that it allowed me to be a kid again. And it allowed me to like kind of be with my little Janie. I haven't had the opportunity to like be with her in a long time because I've been an adult.
Yeah.
And that's why I love it so much. And I love collecting because or going to Disney World or going to the Comic Cons because we get to be kids again. Like when we go through the doors and see all the stuff, we're like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Or like when we learn about new IPs coming on VeVe, it's like, oh my gosh, like I used to see that when I was a kid, or, you know, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, so that's my answer.
Yeah, that was a great answer, to be fair. And in terms of like being a kid, I've seen a lot of like skits. Is that the right word of you guys? With the collectibles, really fun, really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is it like in your interest to do these things even more in the future? Was it like just see how the community reacts and so? What is there a kind of a content plan behind that, or just having fun?
So I'll answer that. I'll answer and you can say yours. But to be completely honest with you and just really transparent, most of the content that Max and I make is truly because we're having fun. First and foremost.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best reason, right?
Yes. So obviously we would love to have people like it, more so like have people just laugh and smile and just like enjoy it. So absolutely, I definitely want to do more skits. And, you know, Max has been going like crazy with the content, like with videos and stuff. He did an incredible job at MegaCon and that was amazing. But yes,
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely want to do skits. Where it goes, I think the way that I look at our future is just to continue to make more skits, do more YouTube videos. Max is like going crazy with like documenting and editing and putting his videos out. And yeah.
I think to address the initial question though, as far as where we want to go, I just think we want to just keep having fun as a husband and a wife. And whatever else happens around that is beautiful. But as long as we keep the main thing, that's when we first started our YouTube channel. That was the first pillar of our YouTube channel. Have fun. And if that ever stops happening, then that's when we stop our channel because there's no point anymore.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And I mean, it's obviously been so motivating to hear all the great feedback that the community has given us. And we know that we're just so goofy and silly that we know we're not actors, you know. To me, that's the appeal of our skits is that we're just going out there turning the camera on and having fun, and I hope that you guys receive that from our content.
Yeah, definitely.
That's beautiful because that's all we want. If we're having fun, well, y'all come have fun with us. You know, that's what we want. That's what we really hope for. So
I guess another branch of that is too like showcasing our collectibles. It's just another way. Like really, what we're doing is playing with our toys. Like we're playing with our collectibles, and we're just showing it and displaying it for everyone, so they can be like, oh man, maybe I can do that. Like I would be so like, if someone told me we did this video because I saw your video and it looked like fun, so I wanted to do it too. Like I'll be like, yes, like that's amazing. That's the whole point. We have an AR feature, and the AR feature, like I know people, it's just mind blowing to me. The detail, and when they're animated, they're amazing, and you can write stories. That's really what we're doing. We're writing mini little stories or comedies, I guess. I guess they're kind of like comedians.
And when you were little, you used to play with your action figures like this, you know? They were little. Yeah. Now you can play with your action figures like this, like they're with you in the world. And so that's cool. That's cool. That opens up a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it should be around like having fun, right? But on the other side, we've talked about like the financial aspect of collecting in Web3, and I wanted to know: are you guys like purely collecting for fun, or is there like kind of a plan to make a little money on the side by trading and flipping and all that stuff? Because if the bull run comes back and VeVe gets like the hype we all think VeVe deserves, then a couple of these pieces will be really, really valuable. Probably.
So that's a really, really great question, and not financial advice. But do you want to answer this one? Do you want to go first? I don't want to cut you off.
You go first.
Okay. So absolutely. Okay. Like, as much as we're having fun, again, not financial advice. I feel like one day, and it has been big. I mean, it's been big in my life, but I think it's going to continue to grow. The space is going to continue to expand. So the way that we collect is, for the most part, we have one and we try to get two more of whatever we think is valuable. So we have the one that we're always going to keep, or depending on the price, I guess I should say.
I mean, everything has a price. We have to be honest on that part. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I would say most everything has a price. Most everything.
Yeah. I mean, you will not sell the silicon figure in the background, for example, right? Yeah. Okay. Correct. I get that. Yeah.
Correct. But 98% of things have a price. Yeah. There's just a few things. So I think that's how Max and I collect. As much as we're having fun, we're also thinking about the future. I mean, I think that's okay. That's smart. I mean, if we can save up, afford to buy another one, that's what we do. So
yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I think the same. We're not foolish either. Back in the bull run, for some people, back in 2001, that was life-changing money.
Definitely.
Probably.
And that's fine too. Everybody has their own threshold of like affordability as far as like necessity, and everybody's gonna do what they have to do, what's best for their situation, and that's absolutely fine. And I just think like we try our best to prepare for, if the bull run does come, then we're gonna be comfortable with letting something go because we were prepared for, this is the moment that we planned for. That's why we bought two, or we bought three, or whatever we bought, so we can make a little money off of it and continue doing what we love to do, which is either travel or whatever, so.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
They're definitely
take some lifestyle chips off the table, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think everybody should be allowed to do whatever they want with their collection, whether they want to hold it, whether they want to hold it, whether they want to flip it, whether they want to hold it for a little bit until that price goes up.
There's no right or wrong answer. No. It's just personal for everyone.
Yeah, I see it exactly the same. I have to say, at a certain price point, I will sell my whole collection. Honestly, I will not keep anything. Maybe the gold and silver logo. Maybe, but even that has a price point for me. I'm sorry about that, but it's just the way it is. I mean, if it's at like, for example, I don't know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 or whatever, it's so much money, and then I have to just cash out. But also, I believe in like the market cycles. So even if I'm selling my whole collection, I will definitely stay in the VeVe fam and in the VeVe community, because it's like more about the like sharing fandom and the community itself, right?
Probably.
And I think so. That's actually one of the collectibles that I was thinking about before I said the sale. The one, and obviously I say this knowing that things can change, right? You never know what day is going to change your life, and you're going to need that. You're going to need that financial help. But that is one collectible that I will say I won't ever sell. Yeah. And I think that's why it's a good thing that Max and I both have one, because the gold and silver logo is more about experience for me. Now, could that change? Yes, please don't. Please don't.
I mean, you never know what happens in the life of another person. Maybe someone of the family has like an incident or an accident, and you need the money for an operation or what. So
absolutely. And that's why I think we need to have like that mutual respect, right? That it's okay. Either way, it's okay. And if something happens, then you do what you have to do. So it's whatever you want to do with your collection. Now, I think I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
The gold and silver that you weren't will sell it or won't sell it. That's your favorite collectible?
Yeah, it is because that was for me, that was such a cool gift to receive. And it's brought so much fun in the process of like going to all these events. So, I mean, I absolutely love that collectible. And maybe...
Don't get me wrong. I'm not planning on selling it. It's just that even this piece has a price.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I am 1000% aligned with what you're saying, because it's true. It's true. And I think that, I hope that the people who don't want to sell don't ever have to sell. But if it means that like we get to go to Germany because we sold a collectible and we get to go visit the German fam, I want to do that. You know, I mean, who doesn't want to just travel and have fun? Like, absolutely. We also, and I don't know if you wanted to discuss this, but Max and I also have, and have invested in OMI, and me too. We've never sold it, touched it. We're just waiting. I think that's the thing that Max and I came into, knowing that we were going to invest this much. And if nothing happens, then nothing happens. It was our decision to invest. It's
exactly the same for me. I mean, I will hold it to whatever amount or to zero. I'm fine with that. I believe in the company, and I think, no financial advice, we've already said it, but I think there's a lot of potential for OMI on the horizon. If they do and integrate it on the right way into the VeVeVerse, into the app, maybe into the wider digital collectibles sphere, whatever. Yeah, so we will see.
Yeah, we will see and we will hope.
If you are still watching at this point in the video, that means you probably got a little value out of it. Let me know by dropping a like or following. It would really help me and the channel. Also, I'm curious about your thoughts on investing versus passion. Share your opinion down in the comments, and now back to the interview. Yeah, definitely. In terms of like the recent news from VeVe, the VeVeVerse, it's just, I think it's impressive, really impressive. Even though we've waited like 3.5, 4 years for the release, but I think it was worth it, in my opinion. I haven't spent so much time building in there yet. Have you guys?
So that's kind of a funny relationship with myself and the VeVeVerse, because I got the privilege to be a beta tester, and I got the VeVeVerse a long time ago. But once I got in there, I just realized that it just wasn't for me. I'm not a builder in that sort, but I have gotten to see along the way the love and passion that actual builders get in there and what they happen to make, and the beauty of what the capabilities are when you just give collectors tools. I mean, when you give builders tools. I'm excited for everybody to get their hands on it and for the actual builders to get to work, because I love seeing the beauty that is created when you give somebody like Legos, you know? It's the same thing, but it's so digital.
Cool. It's so cool. Yesterday I recorded an interview with Josh, Collectors Gone Digital, and what he's building is just incredible. It looks so cool. I mean, not just his builds. I mean, we see so many awesome like showrooms and builds on X, and that looks so cool. But yesterday, after the interview, I downloaded the VeVeVerse for the first time, because I thought like, okay, you have to try it now. And because I was busy at the weekend, my dad had his 67th birthday, so I couldn't download the VeVeVerse. So I jumped in there yesterday in the evening and tried to build something. And I came to the conclusion I need a lot of more practice to actually build cool stuff, but we will see.
So I actually myself, and I know this is going to sound crazy, it's going to sound very contradicting, but I hope that both of you can understand where I'm coming from. I have not myself been in the VeVeVerse, but I am very, very excited about the VeVeVerse. I'm not, and I think this is what makes our community so beautiful, because we're all so different. We all bring different talents and creative ideas to the table. Because I haven't haven't been inside of VeVeVerse. I can't say this 100%, but I have no want to build. I have no desire to build.
I mean, that's fine. Maybe the AR feature is more for you guys.
Yeah,
so that's why VeVe offers so many different things.
Absolutely. And I think I want to go and explore. I would love to be invited to people's space. I would love to experience, I don't know, a movie night or a hangout or a concert or, you know, different like outings with people. I always go back, and in the beginning we talked about this a lot with Ready Player One. I love that movie, and I feel like the VeVeVerse right now it's in its infancy, so it can't be like Ready Player One right now. But one day it might be. One day I might be able to like shake your hand or give you a hug, and you can feel me, I can feel you, and I think that's so cool.
I mean, it's VeVeVerse. Cool. It's VeVeVerse 1.0.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So there will be a lot of updates, a lot of versions, and I can see that that as well. Maybe not in the next 10 years, but someday in the future, I guess that will be possible.
I agree.
I mean, have you guys seen the floor Disney created, where you can like go and in a 360 manner on one point? I mean, that's really nice, and that's the first step in like the Ready Player Me, not Ready Player One. Ready Player One. Ready Player Me was the avatar site for VeVe. Direction, right? So maybe one day we have like haptic suits and all that stuff. But on the other side, this will be a little confusing. But I guess we will adapt.
And just like Max was saying, like big shout out to the builders. We know we've gotten the privilege and, you know, love. Some of them are really good friends of ours, like Tails, Falcon, True Tech. Collectors Gone Digital has been putting a lot of stuff out too. A lot of Vaultaholics, like they do amazing work. And I'm just so excited for them to keep creating in the VeVeVerse and just continue to be in awe of them. Like, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they have like the patience to like.
But to say like it's becoming a real career path, I guess.
Yeah,
it has the potential to become a real career path, because if you like someone who builds like this unique, amazing showrooms and sculptures and whatever, and people recognize you if there will be like a lot of more users in the VeVeVerse, I guess that could definitely be a career path.
Absolutely. I think they can be, what's the word? Commissioned to make a space or to like an area in a room. I mean, they have a lot of opportunity, you know, and they love doing it. That's the cool part. Tasha too. Tasha made a whole Star Wars space that she says she'll never sell it because she loves it so much. Yeah. So, I mean, they have so much passion behind it and they can make money. I
definitely.
Yep.
And I mean, we've already seen it in Roadblocks and Fortnite, etc. So it wouldn't be something new, right? People earn money because other players visit and play their maps, whatever. But let us move on to the next topic, a critical topic, I would say, because a lot of real collectors say, okay, digital collecting, what the fuck, blah, 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 it's not real, etc. What do you think, how long will it take that like most of the real collectors accept that the digital collecting part is another area of collecting and giving collectors even more opportunities?
So Jenny and I work the booths at Comic-Cons and at D-Cons and stuff like that. So we run into a lot of these people who just don't want to have anything to do with digital collecting. And I think it's just going to be one of those things where it's really up to the individual how they feel about this whole new world of existence that is digital collecting. You have your people that are like hybrids that accept both, and you have your people that are just digital collectors too. So it varies on the individual. But I'm sorry, what was the actual question?
The actual question was like, how long will it take, in your opinion, so that like the collecting focus shifts a little more or accepts like the digital collecting sphere and space a little more? And what could maybe be a catalyst for that?
I think it's gonna be like generational, because these kids now, with Roblox and with like even the Grand Theft Auto that's coming out later on this year, like stuff like that, where supposedly they might introduce like a crypto in that game and stuff like that. I think once people start just getting used to the idea of NFTs and of crypto, once it becomes like a household name more than it already kind of is, people are just going to grow along with it and adapt to the new features and the new capabilities of what a technology like this can bring. So I just think it's going to be
there's a big knowledge gap at the moment, right? What like the real benefits of those NFTs are, and maybe sometimes there's not the vision what could be in the future. Like, for example, if we have the wearables from Apple or Meta, and nearly everybody has one of these wearables, not a smartphone anymore, and you can place your collectibles with geotagging all over the city or your room or whatever. I guess that's something a lot of people miss when they think about digital collecting. It's still a little bit like, oh yeah, I can take a screenshot of it. And obviously not.
I think it's interesting that Max brought up that, you know, we have had the opportunity to work events and, you know, interact with a lot of different people who are not part of our community, but we're welcoming them in. I've had very interesting conversations with some of the people who are like, I can't do digital. And I'm like, well, I started with the digital and then the physical came in. So there's room for both. You know, there's room for both. We can intertwine, and that's okay. But I think I agree with Max. I think it's just, I don't know how much time. I think it's just going to take time. And I think when people, and I know people know this and they realize this, that physical, hold on one second. Physical collections can't always, they won't, do you mind closing the door, Brian? Thank you. Physical collections can be harmed, right? Yeah. They could be destroyed. So what does a collector love? The collector either loves an IP and the scarcity. You can still have that in digital form, and it can be completely safe. As long as you remember your username and password.
And it doesn't take up space in your room.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you don't know. I really just feel like it's going to be time. I think as more and more of us have like this acceptance for it, other people will jump on the bandwagon, I feel like. Or some people will just be physical collectors and that's it.
Yeah, and that's fine as well, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that was a great answer. Thanks for that. I have one last question for you guys. What would you say to someone who discovers VeVe for the first time? What were like maybe mistakes you guys did or someone should avoid or whatever? What would you say to a new VeVe user?
Well, first I would say welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Welcome. There's a whole world of family members that are waiting to just greet you with open arms. And as far as the actual app, I would just mainly just say collect what you love, regardless of like what you think it'll be valued at in the future. Like I wouldn't say collect with numbers in mind, collect with your heart in mind first. Whatever your favorite fandom is, if you can afford it, of course, because like if somebody likes Miles, you know, that's kind of hard to get. But like, for example, my favorite character is Woody, right? And so Woody's like $6-7, maybe even less. Like, just get yourself your favorite character, put him in AR and have fun. Have fun. That's what it's all about. Have fun.
I would tell them, I'd be like, oh my gosh, welcome to this amazing space. We have so many different IPs. You can collect, you can go for drops, you can sell them if that's not necessarily what you like. But the most amazing feature, in my opinion, is the AR. You can see your collectible, you can make videos, you can do pictures. There's different rarities. Some are very scarce, and you just have a lot of fun. But ultimately, the most important thing is
What?
really collect what you love. And also,
What?
as much as like every space is going to have different individuals and they bring different thoughts and ideas, and that's totally understandable and respectable. But if you don't want to be kind of like way down, just be positive and just, if you love it, keep going. And if you don't, it's okay to maybe get into something else if you don't like it, and that's okay. And we have such a great community. If you can, please come to events. We connect over
What?
all of these fandoms and IPs, and we meet artists, and we even fall in love with other IPs that we didn't even know we loved. And we hope, and you never know when they'll be on VeVe. So just have fun. That's my main.
That sounds great. And stay positive. I really like that one. The main reason, or not the main reason, but a really, really nice thing about VeVe, as you said, is like the fact that they have so many different IPs under one roof, so that collectors from, let's say, Disney also get introduced to whatever, Tokidoki, Batman,
Exactly.
Spider-Man, whatever character or artwork or so. I really like that. Max, Janie, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys so much spending the last 50 minutes with me. I think it was such a valuable conversation, and especially really great insights into what's really important when you collect on VeVe. So thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Much appreciated.
Definitely.